Okay, everyone, welcome back. I'm gonna have to fix that problem because I know that probably imagine you're seeing that snap screenshot thing come up every time I play, and it's got to get pretty annoying. We are down to the last 3 robot masters. We'll probably get through 2 today, maybe 3. I mean, you've already seen bits of these levels already, and I'll show you one of the things that it has, like, you can already notice there's probably a big difference between the last time I was here, and that's because we beat one of the specific bosses. When you visit places certain points in the game, if you haven't beaten anybody, there's a major difference. In this case, because I don't know the reasoning behind it, but because I beat the homing octopus level, it is now filled with water. And this gives you a more distinct advantage. For example, I can now get that piece. If we were to beat the Storm Eagles level, it would have decimated the Spark Mandrels, level, so I wouldn't have been electrocuted as much. And what was the other one? Well, you saw the fire, like that. The Flame Mammoth level is normally filled with lava, or molten metal in this case. But because we beat the Penguin level, it basically froze everything over. So the risks are not as bad. Oh, good. We filled our first E-tank. Heart tank. Okay, I've kind of railed on not railed, but kind of made my wishes about Capcom clear. I'm trying to think of some stuff from EA that I was super excited. The new Zelda Hyrulean Warriors thing looks cool. I know that there's some people who are not up for that, but it's not necessarily. I don't consider it a Zelda game so much as a really, really fun version of like Zelda only Smash Brothers. It looks like it'll be a fun game to play and enjoy without taking it too seriously. Which there are some good games like that. I think there's some games that you can enjoy for good gameplay stuff, and there's just ones that are fun just to smack each other around. Mortal Kombat being one of them. Mortal Kombat's a blast for not necessarily for plot, but for just being a game where you can just smack each other around silly and enjoy copious amounts of gore. It's a guilty pleasure game. And I don't necessarily say that Hyrule Warriors is going to be the same concept I would usually say for a guilty pleasure game, but it is definitely one that I probably would enjoy playing just as a quick, beat 'em up, look at these cool abilities, and feel like a badass game. And we beat that guy pretty fast. And I can't see. I have actually a shelf of a few items that are guilty pleasure games. Splatterhouse being one of them. We might, if I can ever get an Xbox playing on that one. Actually, I don't think I can get away with that one. That one's got a lot of really bad gore, and I feel like that one would have to be super censored. All right, we are on to the Storm Eagle stage. What else I got? Leisure Suit Larry, maybe. I might play one of the awful ones, because those are like the terrible ones are really bad, and it's just like something. I don't know. There's tons. Oh crap! I should actually pay attention. Actually, since I don't need to use. Oh crap! That's a great start for a level. Okay, I need to keep looking at my shelf for games that are like, oh, this is bad. One that's kind of... Oh, that's one of the ones that I was looking forward to. that's coming out, and it's actually not one of the. It's actually one of my better guilty pleasure games, which was Bayonetta. I love the combat system in Bayonetta, but she just makes it so. Like, her character persona and pretty much the way they played it up, I'm pretty sure they didn't know what they were making, but it was such a fun game. And I enjoy playing it for the, not RP aspects, the gameplay aspects of it are so awesome. I can't help but love that game. True. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward. This year, like I think I've mentioned before, I have a rule for buying a system, which is I wait a year so that all the bugs are out, because Xbox and PlayStation have both had that problem with first launch. And I wait for 3 to 5 exclusive games that I want to have that are only on that system, which is kind of why I said exclusive, but you'd be surprised how many times I say exclusive and people are like, well, what about, this game? Well, no, that's on all the systems. And I've been leaning towards getting a PlayStation 4. I haven't bought a PlayStation since the PlayStation 2 era. Mostly because it didn't have a lot of games that made me jumping down for joy, but that one seems to be more media friendly. But neither one of them has meet the criteria that I asked for, except for the Wii U. The Wii U's got tons of new games, like Bayonetta's coming out, Bayonetta 2. Well, Bayonetta's going to come with, I think, going back there again. Bayonetta's got the, it has its own game series coming. Like, I mean, it's got Bayonetta 2 coming out, and then they're giving you the original Bayonetta with the cosplay options, which I found to be hilarious. If you haven't seen the video yet, go look at the official Bayonetta trailer where they mention that they're bringing out the complete series. When you get Bayonetta 2, you get Bayonetta 1. And I'm thinking in this one, it looks to be definitely made to be a better, a better series. Like, they went out of their way to improve upon certain aspects that, like, she's not, I think it's a more serious role. I don't think she's going to be nearly as, oh God, what's the better word I'm trying to find here? I don't want to say something that's totally offensive. She definitely uses her sex appeal. And while I wouldn't normally have a problem with that, there's just, there's, like, I think they never took it. Blah, 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 blah. It's hard to talk about this one, because it's just, like, I don't want to be offensive. And it's just, I'm trying to find the perfect words while trying to avoid a giant diving eagle robot. Oh, damn it. Okay, Bayonetta is... There we go. Bayonetta is very much a character who's... They don't think they were planning on it being a big series. I think they were planning on it being kind of a guilty pleasure game. But they wrote the story so well, the bosses were very beautifully designed, and all the character work was fantastic. And now they're making the sequel, and I think Nintendo might have, because it was an exclusive thing, I think they might have kind of asked them to tone it down, because it looks like it's not as, it's a more serious story, and I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm actually probably going to end up buying a Wii U just because of these recent games that have come out. Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, they're all games I really want to play. And, I think this has definitely been the best. I think the slump in sales has been really good for Nintendo, because I don't see a lot of games that are making me jump up and down for joy on the Xbox or on the PlayStation. I mean, everyone talks about these ones I definitely have to play. I'm like, You know, I really don't want to play God of War. I don't really want to play Little Big Planet. I just have a list of games I enjoy, and I'm always excited to see new ones coming out. And in this case, we don't really need to worry about it too much. But it was a good year. It was a pretty good year. I'm not even a big E3 fan. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but I think their policy still is that they don't let the public. You have to have some kind of press credentials, and however easy it is, you can't call yourself a convention when you deny the fan base. You know, if you want to be, you know, I just think that if you're going to make a convention, you should open it up to the people who enjoy it, not just people who are gonna write good reviews on games. Or I think that was the problem. I think that's what it was. It ended up being is that nobody, like, all the fans would get tickets, and nobody from like IGN or those kind of things could get in because the tickets were always bought out by everybody. I don't know. I don't know the reasoning. I don't want to look it up because it bothers me immensely. I don't want to have a reason to dislike E3 any more than I already do. But I don't believe in being exclusive to a certain group of individuals for something that's should be for everybody. Okay, and okay. Anyways, we are at the last boss for this. This is gonna go really quick. This is one of my favorites. I think I can knock his nose off. I don't remember correctly. I don't remember which one it was that, like you saw before. I was able to take off the armored armadillo. Probably the most obvious name ever. Fairly easy, but I don't remember if there was something that did it with him or if I'm thinking of X2 or Megaman X3. But in either case, we've got quite a bit to do here. That does it for the video. Next up, we are going to the big ones. We're going to the Dr. Wily Sigma's Lair set. In the meantime, this is Malix, and I'll see you all in the gaming universe.